My name is Olivia. I am 37 years old. My life has been full of struggle. I have two children. Zoe is 9, Aiden is 6. They are my heart. Everything I do is for them. I lost my mother when I was a child. My father passed away soon after. I grew up with pain. I grew up with empty hands. I thought I had survived the worst, but life had more storms waiting for me. I married young. I dreamed of a happy life. But after 15 years, my husband looked at me and said, "I don't love you anymore." Then he walked out the door. Aiden was only 2. No calls, no money, no help, just silence. From that day, it was only me and my children. We moved to a small, old apartment in Maplewood. The walls were cracked. The rooms were tiny. But it was all I could afford. Some months, I sat at the table and cried because I didn't know how to pay the rent. I never went to college. No big degrees. So my choices were few. I found a job at a bakery. I woke up at 5 a.m. I baked bread, packed boxes, cleaned ovens. The pay was small, but I needed it. In the afternoons, I worked at a small market. I lifted heavy crates. I carried boxes. I cleaned aisles. I stood on my feet for hours. Still, the money was never enough. So at night, I washed dishes in a restaurant. No company, no days off. Just me, my tired hands, and my pain. People came and went. Some were kind. Some treated me like I was invisible. Some didn't pay on time. But I kept going. Because my children needed food. They needed shoes. They needed a mother who didn't give up. Even when my back hurt, even when I felt dizzy, even when I felt like crying in the bathroom, I kept working. At night, when Zoe and Aiden slept, I sat beside them. I touched their warm hands. I whispered, "One day this will change. One day our life will be better." Those words kept my heart alive. Then one night, everything changed. It was raining hard. The streets in Maplewood were empty. I held Zoe's hand. Aiden held the other. "Mama, I am cold," Aiden said softly. I pulled him close. "We're almost home," I whispered. Then a bright light flashed, a sudden crash, and silence. I woke up in a hospital bed. White lights, cold sheets, machines beeping beside me. My heart raced. Where were my children? A nurse came quickly. "They are safe," she said. "You're the one who is hurt." Tears ran down my face. Minutes later, Zoe and Aiden rushed in. "Mama!" they cried. They hugged me tightly. I held them like I would never let go. Then the doctor entered. His face was serious. "You have a broken leg," he said. "You need surgery and many weeks of rest." Rest? I couldn't even pay rent. How could I rest? Then he told me more bad news. The bakery items I was carrying were destroyed. The market equipment I borrowed was broken. And the accident damaged the front of a clothing store. They said I owed $15,000. My whole body froze. That night, after my children fell asleep beside me, I turned my face to the pillow and cried quietly. I felt like the world was too heavy for me. I did not know how we would survive. My heart felt empty. My mind felt heavy. Then something unexpected happened. The next day, my story was shared online. People saw my children. People saw our struggle. People saw the accident. Strangers began sending messages, kind words, prayers, support. Some even sent money. I cried every time I read a message. Then my phone rang. A deep, calm voice said, "I heard your story. I want to help." Fear and hope mixed inside me. "Who are you?" I whispered. "You will see soon," he said gently. 2 days later, a group of people walked into my hospital room. They brought flowers, warm clothes for the children, food for us. Then a young man stepped forward. "My name is Mason," he said softly. "You don't know me, but I know your story, and I want to help." Tears filled my eyes. "Why?" I asked. He smiled kindly. "Because I can." Mason and his team paid all the bills, every single one. Hospital bills, store damage, broken items, everything. Weeks later, they came back. "Olivia," Mason said, "come with us." They drove us to a house, but not a small one. A big, beautiful home, warm lights, wide rooms, a safe place. "This is yours," Mason said. I froze. "For us?" I whispered. "Yes," he said. "No more rent. No more fear." I dropped to my knees, crying. Zoe and Aiden hugged me tight. For the first time in years, we felt safe. We felt free. Months passed. One day, Mason asked me, "What is your biggest dream?" I looked down. My hands shook. I always wanted to open a salon," I whispered. "With my help," he said. "You will." And he did. I opened my own salon, my own small business, my own dream coming true. I am no longer just surviving, I am living, working with joy, taking care of my family with pride. Mason did not just help us, he gave us hope again. He showed me that kind people still exist, that light can return after darkness. I started with nothing. Now we have a home, a business, a future, and most of all, a happy, strong family. If you are going through hard times, please do not give up. Even in the darkest nights, kindness can find you. Better days will come. Just keep going. I hope you enjoyed this journey with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future stories.